I only wish I knew these things years ago, because honestly, 8 minutes of this one exercise completely shifts my day.
Can't be contained.
That's what I'm talking about. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. I've got a juicy one for you today. We're going to be talking about really quick somatic practices that you can do in 8 minutes or less to shift your state. I started thinking about this because back in the day, I'd feel dense, or I'd feel stuck, or I'd feel just like bleh, bleh kind of energy. And I would just like let that energy ride throughout my entire day and maybe the next day. And then I was like, what if there's a way to shift this? What if there's a way for me to just completely go from a state of feeling like dense and overwhelmed to alive and energetic again? And so I began playing with it. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today as my 4 most favorite practices for shifting my body when I'm feeling all stuck. All right, my loves, this is brought to you by the Pause Breathwork Facilitator Training. If you've not heard about our flagship 6-month journey to become a breathwork facilitator, then listen up. At Pause, we train people to become masterful breathwork facilitators who know how to create deep, powerful transformations at the deepest level. And we do this through really paying attention to the nervous system, really teaching our facilitators how to be responsible, how to be trauma-informed when they're teaching breathwork. Breathwork is so intense. It can be so intense. And if we blow people outside of their window of tolerance, it's not going to be good for them or for you. And so this training will really empower you on how to create breathwork sessions that create transformation at the deepest level, whether that's one-to-one, in group programs, whatever it is. We will teach you how to be a masterful facilitator. So head on over to pausebreathwork.com/facilitator, or we will add the link in the show notes of this podcast. All right, let's do it. First of all, a little life update. We are 45 days away from our wedding. I can't even believe that. I feel like it was literally yesterday we got engaged, which was nearly 2 years ago. It's just time has flown in such a beautiful way. And I'm so pumped. I'm so excited to celebrate this love and to just go on this journey. And if you guys have been listening to the podcast for a while now, you know that when we got engaged, like that first year of us being engaged was like the hardest in our relationship. But like it almost brought up everything that we needed to look at in order to have a deeper union and a deeper connection. It really did. It was just so wild. And it's been beautiful planning this wedding. It's been beautiful just like thinking about our future. You know, it's like obviously the wedding is one thing and it's going to be extraordinary and all of our favorite people together for 3 days. But what I'm so excited about is just building like this next chapter of my life, this next phase of my life of being a wife. That even sounds weird to say, like being a wife and then being a mother and learning how to balance that with, you know, being a woman on a mission, doing a thing. And so I'm extremely excited for that. I'm extremely excited for us to experience that. And it's been so fun. The process has been so fun. And, you know, the wedding planning process, how Eric's shown up in this process has been so epic. Like he's so involved. He's so present. He's so connected. Like he's so excited. And I'm like, if that's how you're going to show up in this marriage, this is going to work out. This is going to work out. So I feel very, very, very grateful about that. All right. So this episode is all about how to shift our energy in real time. I'm going to give you 4 practices that help shift that density, shift that emotional pain. If you're feeling like stuck, holding on to it, it allows us to really get into the body. So often we try and like, how do I think about, like, what do I need to think about? Or how do I need to strategize? And so often all we need to do is just get in our damn bodies. We just need to feel that sensation of being alive. And once we feel the sensation of being alive, that's what creates momentum. Right? That's what creates momentum. And that momentum, we just need a little bit of momentum for the body to create, like, it's like a snowball, right? It's like, if you're feeling dead inside, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling lethargic, what can you do? Like something so small that will add a certain amount of energy into your body. Because once that energy begins to flow in that direction, the law of momentum, right? The science of momentum, it just begins to go and go and go and go and go. And it snowballs. And then all of a sudden you're like, I was feeling terrible and now I'm feeling amazing. And that's just the way momentum works. It works in the opposite direction too. If you're like, I'll just have one glass of wine or I'll just have like one Pringle. You're not just going to have one Pringle. You're going to have the entire friggin' tube of Pringles, right? So how can we use the laws of momentum in our favor by just starting to do the thing, right? So the first one obviously is my favorite because I just find breathwork is the quickest and most direct path to energetic aliveness. It's just so easy. And the breath pattern that I love doing, what I'm really trying to shift things in a quick way is the triactive breath. So it's into the belly, up into the chest, out through the mouth. So it sounds like this. If you want to try it as you're listening, go ahead. And just allowing that breath to move in through the body. And as the breath moves into the body, we're reawakening, we're energizing, we're creating aliveness. We're creating a sense of aliveness in our body. Our emotion follows our breath patterns. So if we're feeling lethargic and we're feeling sad and we're feeling depressed, like our breath pattern is going to have a very shallow rhythm. But if we intentionally shift our breath, we're telling our body, oh, we're energized, we're excited, we're alive, we're relaxed. So allow yourself to just shift the breath in order to shift the state. So after 8 minutes of doing that breath pattern, take a deep breath in, holding all the way at the top, squeezing your abs, squeezing your arms, like squeezing everything and shooting the energy up through the top of the head and then releasing. So 8 minutes, taking a top hold and releasing. You're going to go from feeling stuck, lethargic, overwhelmed, frustrated, like, into like, wow, that just gave me so much energy, so much joy. The second one, I love using this one when I'm feeling just like I've got like primal rage in my bones. I'm just like, I'm feeling so like annoyed or so like frustrated or whatever it is. Primal movement with sounding. So using the body to really shake off, release, and let go. Like think about animals in the wild, right? Like that's what we want to embody with this one is like really getting into our body. Like I love going on all fours and just using the floor and using my body to just move and shake. And I like whatever noise wants to come in, I use the floor to like push my hands and just go like, and whatever noise wants to come out, just move the body in a very primal way, like really embody your lioness in the wild and just push and sound and use resistance and like squeeze out the frustration, squeeze out the annoyance in your body. And again, 8 minutes. That's all you need. Put on a soundtrack, like Google or go on Spotify and just go like primal dance movement, something like just put something like that sort of vibe on and just let the music take you and just move through it. That's if you're like, if I'm feeling like spicy, if I'm feeling like angry or like just, I'm like over it. I'm over your shit. I'm just done. You know, we all have those days where it's just like, okay, I'm done here. Use this one. It's so good. The third one is Brené Brown has a process that's the story I'm creating is. For those of you who've not read her books or heard about this talk, I'll briefly explain it. But the reason why we feel stuck, the reason why we get into victim mentality, the reason why is because our story is terrible. Like the story that we have is, I'm not good at this, or everyone's already doing it, or I can never make money doing this, or I'm not talented enough, or I don't have the energy of that, whatever it is, right? The two things that really determine our perception of life is our state and our story. Well, the first two is all around our state, right? Breathwork to change our state, primal movement with sound to change our state. Well, number 3 is all around changing your story, right? So use this as a prompt. The story I'm creating is, what is the story, right? And let yourself look at those stories and go like, those are not even true. Those stories are not even true. Like my ego made those, or like my inner child made up those stories. Like, what is the actual truth of the truth of the truth? And claim that. So after the story I'm creating is, the next part of that journal prompt is, the truth actually is I'm amazing. The truth actually is I'm talented. The truth actually is I can absolutely do this. The truth is I'm resourceful. The truth is I've got so much support. The truth is I can figure this out. The truth is, like, just keep going. Like the truth is, 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 and just keep going until you can't go anymore. And if you want to journal it out, you totally can. If you want to like rampage it out, like I just did, you totally can. But just getting the energy going. It's crazy how committed we can be to a story. It's crazy. We can be stuck in a spiraling story for days and days and days. Like, this person doesn't like me, or they're judging me, or they don't think I'm good enough, whatever it is. And so often we're just judging ourselves, and we're just in resistance to what actually is. So call it out. Call yourself out. The story I'm creating is this. Boom, 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 boom. The truth actually is this, right? I love doing this journal prompt when I'm feeling like anxious, or I'm feeling insecure about something, or whatever it is. It's like, the truth is I'm amazing. The truth is I'm talented. The truth is like, I've got this. The truth is I've come so far. Like, just keep rolling and rolling and rolling through it. Number 4, and I love this one so much, energetic identity upgrade. Energetic identity upgrade. So our identities about who we are guide everything. Like, really think about that. The behaviors that you do on a day-to-day basis is because you have a certain identity attached to it. A couple months ago, like 8 months ago or so, I was like, all right, I've been a dancer my whole life. I've been like somewhat healthy my whole life. I've eaten pretty good my whole life. I don't really drink. I'm like pretty healthy. But I asked myself, in order for me to take my health, my physical health to the next level, what would I have to believe to be true about myself? Well, I have to believe that I'm an athlete. I have to embody that I'm an athlete. And I have to embody that I'm an athlete and fully believe it before any evidence. Like, that's the precursor to your accomplishments, is your undeniable, unshakable identity about that certain thing. I'm using fitness as an example. We can do this with anything. So before I even hired the personal trainer, before I changed my food, before I did anything, I did the energy work. I embodied my athlete. I visualized myself as my most athletic self. I visualized myself with toned muscles and lean and healthy and vibrant and connected. And I visualized myself in the gym, doing pull-ups, which, by the way, I'm so freaking close. I'm like, give me 3 months. I got this. I was so close today. I shocked myself. But I just visualized myself in the gym doing all these things, like lifting the weight that I know I can and haven't yet. And I just set the energy in motion first. Once I set the energy in motion first, and once I was like, I'm not coming back from this. This is who I am. I am an athlete. Then I hired the personal trainer. Then I did all the things. Then I went out and bought a brand new aloe outfit or Viore or whatever it is. And now 8 months later, I've hired the personal trainer. We've been working now a lot, like every single week for 8 months. I feel so strong. Like, I feel like an athlete. I feel so good. But in order to get there and for that to manifest in reality, I had to first change my identity. Think about your identity around your money, right? If you have an old, archaic identity around money that isn't even yours, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your grandparents, maybe it's your brother, sister, whoever, the close people in your life. If we don't create our own energetic identities around money, we're just going to adapt those around us. And the majority of the world has a really broken, dysfunctional relationship with money. So if we haven't taken time to choose, I am a wealthy woman, I am a millionaire, money comes to me easy, I love attracting and circulating money. Like if we don't do the work on this in the body, guys, it's not like the reason why I'm intentionally saying energetic identity is because we can have an idea about something like, oh, like I want to be a millionaire or I want to attract a lot of money, but that's an idea. That lives in the mind. We have to bring it into the body and feel what it feels like on a deep level to actually be there in the goal that we have, in the intention that we have, and it's already done. And that's the biggest thing about that. We can't have a plan B. We can't have uncertainty. It's already done. I'm already there. I'm already at that financial goal. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's already done. Because if we are distancing ourselves from it and we're not adapting that energetic identity, then we're going to go through the motions. We're going to go through the behaviors. We're going to do all this busy work. But at the end of the day, we're like, man, I'm working so hard and I still don't have what I want. It's because you have to lay the foundation first. You have to lay the groundwork first. And trust me, when you lay the groundwork, everything becomes so much easier. When you say to yourself, I'm already a 6-figure coach, like it's done. I'm already doing that. And you believe it in every single cell of your body and you don't let anything get in the way of that. And you live it and you breathe it and you eat it and you sleep it. And it's who you are at your core. Then when things arise and things come up and you know, life gets lifey and things are thrown at you, you're not like, oh, you're right, I probably shouldn't pursue this career. You're like, bring it on. Like, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. This feels so exciting. This feels so exciting. Like I am literally made for this. I am made for this. And so this energetic identity upgrade is an 8-minute meditation. If there's something that I'm feeling anxious about, I always go to my identity first. All right, Sam, where are we at? What's happening here? If you've got funky energy around a relationship or a funky energy around a goal or a funky energy around whatever it is, bring it back to your identity. And a great way of doing this is just taking inventory. Where in your life are you feeling insecure? Where in your life do you have resents? Where in your life are you feeling like, bleh, whatever it is? Go back to your identity around that area because it's probably you're probably holding on to an archaic identity and trying to step into a new chapter. And when we hold on to an archaic identity while trying to step into the next chapter, we just get frustrated. We get burnt out. It's like, it doesn't work. So do a little audit, do a little inventory, figure out like, where am I at? And what do I want? What do I desire? And figure out what you want first. What is it that you desire? What is it that you want with your mission, with your money, with your health, with your body, with your relationship, with your sex life, with your family, as a parent, like whatever it is. Figure out what the reality is first and ask yourself, what type of person has that? What's their identity? Who is that person? And then claim it. I think that's one of the biggest things that one of my mentors taught me years ago of like, choose it then. You want it? Choose it. No one is going to come to you and say, okay, you've upgraded. You're ready now. You have to do the upgrading yourself. You have to choose it for you. That's the way this whole thing works. You choose it. The universe responds. You have to claim it 100%. No plan Bs. Burn the boats. Jump in. Right? So affirmations are great, but affirmations without the somatic experience of that identity are like, meh, they're okay. We want to have the full somatic experience of who I'm stepping into and feel it in every single cell of your body. Guys, this only takes 8 minutes and choose one at a time. And once you choose it, live it, breathe it, feel it, visualize yourself there. It's already done. Money's an easy one because that's the one everyone's like, I need an upgrade in that area. So choose that, like whatever that is for you. $100,000 a month, $100,000 a year, whatever it is. It doesn't actually matter. It's whatever you want. And ask yourself, okay, if that was to be my reality, then what is the identity that's congruent with that reality? And can I choose it fully in this moment? Can I choose it fully in this moment? All right, my loves. So that is 4. So we've got the triactive breath, 8 minutes with a top hold. We've got primal sounding and movement. Get into that animalistic energy where you're moving it through. You're using your body. You're using resistance, getting it out of your body. We're not going to process this stuff through the level of the mind. It must be done through the body. The third one, the story I'm creating is this. The truth is this. Really decipher that. It's hard to decipher that in the mind, but it's easy to decipher it on paper. So get into your journaling practice. And then the last one is the energetic upgrade. Who do I get to be in order to draw this into my life, into my world? Who do I get to be? What is that identity? And spend 8 minutes on each one. I promise you this is going to change the game. It is going to liberate so much energy and allow you to feel so freaking free in your body. All right, you guys, if this was helpful for you, it would mean the world if you left a 5-star review, let us know how you loved it, or sent it to someone you love. Have a beautiful day. And we'll catch you next week on the Can't Be Contained podcast.